are relocated from another state. And what I like about the Route 9 corridor is its location. We're central to most of the major highways.
Most of the residents have been there for at least 2 or 3 generations. It's a well-respected area.
We stick together, no matter if you're black, white, brown skin, it doesn't matter. We stick together, and we have done this since this community has been here, because Dunleavy was the first African-American through veterans community in the state of Delaware.
I started by doing a walkable community workshop with the residents here to take a look at some of the issues with getting across Route 9 safely, reaching some of the facilities here, and then that advanced into actually doing the master planning work itself. And today I'm working with the monitoring committee on actually implementing that plan.
There was a tremendous amount of outreach done here. It started out at one of our favorite places in the community, which is the Rose Hill Community Center, where stakeholders met and discussed plans of action.
I like the way that they listened to the residents and implemented some of the things that the residents wanted.
What I enjoyed most about it is everybody had an opportunity to speak and voice their concerns. And if there was questions, those questions were answered.
There were hundreds of residents that were engaged on the street in the planning process. We had public workshops that were really well attended at the Rose Hill Community Center. We did online engagement. We engaged kids in parks. We engaged them in schools, just to really have a really well-rounded process with multiple points where residents could get involved. The vision of the master plan is to promote the revitalization of the Route 9 corridor through a collaborative process with government and residents working together.
The vision I see for the master plan that I see is that we get community involvement and continue it. Don't let it just stop here, because it's always going to be a change, and change is always involving the world.
Some people like the changes and some people won't. But once if you allow them to give their input, it's a better chance of them accepting the changes that are being made. That
plan is a path forward for residents to live a decent, clean life, a participatory life along the Route 9 corridor.
In the long term, we have some pretty ambitious ideas to try to separate the industry and the residential, which too often grew into each other.
What I think long term is that we need to get into the county and start changing some land use and some zoning in this area because of the housing that's going on here.
Establishing routes and pathways and connectivity so that these communities along the Route 9 corridor will be connected and will be the envy one day of our country.
The Monitoring Committee is unique because it has a mixture of government representatives working with the community, local nonprofits, business interests, all in the corridor. We have a joint mission to implement the Route 9 master plan and to also tackle new community needs.
Bill Switek works with not just me, but other members of the community in this area to ensure that we are informed of what's happening, that we have input to the extent that it's possible, and that we have the kind of services and development that's going to be beneficial to this area.
The people that were involved had an opportunity to explain to the residents exactly how beneficial it was.
The Memorial Drive project was an opportunity to make an interim improvement to the road that's recommended in the master plan.
When you cut it down to one lane, that reduced the speeding, and it allows for residents to be able to bike in the area as well as be able to park their vehicles.
People are paying attention to the traffic patterns, to the bike lanes. And I might also add that I see a lot of young people now riding their bicycles on Memorial Drive.
Now you only have 2 lanes of traffic to worry about to get across. It makes it a lot easier, improves connectivity within the community.
Everyone along the Route 9 corridor has that opportunity to be a part of what is happening along the Route 9 corridor.
I was working on issues like this long before we had a Route 9 project. So it was a long time coming.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming because we needed to get the community together to get ready for this change that's going on with land use, zoning, environmental issues.
When you have a plan and you're trying to implement a plan, it takes commitment and dedication. And sometimes some people may get a little bit disillusioned about things, but you have to stick to it.
It still has to continue. It won't happen overnight. This is something that's an ongoing project.
So I think it's a positive change. It's coming back slowly, but as long as we're engaging our community, that's what's important.
We are going to move this community, this area forward so that we understand that for Route 9, it is about time.
Absolutely. Route 9, it's about time.
For more information and to get involved, visit wilmapco.org/Route 9.